It's so embarrassing doing intros in a voice chat
real.
though.
I'm your biggest
Hey
fan,
guys,
so-
hey guys, today we're doing wait, one fake, two real. Guys, wait, let me just feed my
Maybe.
Tamagotchi really quick. He's mad at me.
What are you?
I have the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Tamagotchi.
Holy
And-
shit.
It's awesome. See if he's happy. Why is he still mad at me? Okay, wait, I need to think of an intro in my.
Hello
Mr.
everybody, my name
Beast
is Markiplier and welcome back to Five Nights at
Hello
Freddy's.
everybody,
and
my
the
name is
horror game recommended
Markiplier.
me by-
Hey everyone, today we are going to be reading. Wait, hold on. Shit. I forgot what we're doing.
Take two.
Hey everyone, in this video, everyone made one fake Emma the Asshole post, and we're gonna be trying to slip them in with two real ones and see if we can figure out which is the fake one. So today I am joined by Alias.
I'm fueled by Arnold Palmer's and spite.
Oh. Lifeline?
Hello.
Is that a quack?
Don't worry about it. Don't
How
don't
about
don't worry.
in
Don't
here?
Oh.
don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
We got Salem.
My power just went out.
And finally we got Vio.
Now with 50% more potassium. That's me. I
Just
come
gotta
with
eat a
more
banana
potassium.
before we started recording.
I'm very healthy.
I'm very
Very
healthy.
healthy for you.
Just remember, you
For you.
can overdose on
For
vitamins.
me?
Oh shit, you can?
Am I the asshole for telling my roommate that the name she chose for her baby is ridiculously stupid? My roommate, 24F, is a big Game of Thrones fan. She is pregnant with her first child right now. She decided to name her baby Arya. That's spelled A-R-Y-A, by the way. When she asked my opinion of the name, I said it was a good name with a good meaning. Arya means noble in Sanskrit. But a lot of people have named their kids a bunch of other names there because of the popularity of Game of Thrones, and it might be a little too common or not that it's a bad thing. The next day, which was yesterday, she said she found a way to name her baby Arya and not be associated with the other Arias running around or the show. How? She said she wanted to spell it, and I'm going to spell it here for you. A-U-G-H-R-E-I-G-H-Y-A. Jesus. I did a double take, appropriately, and reading that word too, but apparently people are supposed to read it as Agaria or just Aria. She asked me how I felt about it, and I told her that, frankly, Agaria sounded ridiculously stupid and that she should just go with Aria. She got kind of upset and said that her and her partner came up with this name only because I told them that the name is very common. I said that having a common name is better than having a confusing name. She got mad. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for getting me and my friend put on the no-fly list?
Oh god.
My friend, 29M, and I, 28M, recently took a trip to Boston for PAX, a gaming convention held every year. As we waited to board our flight home, we got to talking about stupid things people do on airplanes, and I got to mentioning the Mile High Club, a supposed club you become a part of once you've had sex on an airplane. This conversation developed into us coming with other better challenges, better is in big quotation marks there, by the way, in the post, challenges to complete on airplanes that weren't sexual in nature and didn't require a partner to complete. A few minutes of back and forth later, the joke reached its natural conclusion when we came up with the bomb game. Similar to the penis game, you take turns shouting, "I have a bomb," louder and louder till someone either pussies out or is detained. Several hours into the flight, I got bored. I bumped my friend in the seat next to me and I whispered quietly, "I have a bomb." It was an early morning flight, so the plane was filled with people talking and an obligatory crying baby. So I was in no way worried that anyone would hear me. My friend looks at me and whispers back slightly louder, "I have a bomb." Repeat ad nauseum. Sorry, every time I see that word in writing, it's like, I never understand it. Sorry. Repeat ad nauseum till we're both saying it with what is essentially a regular speaking volume. At this point, my friend is visibly uncomfortable and he stops and states rather aggressively that I've won and need to shut up. I did not. Whether it was the clutches of last night's drink or the absurd lack of sleep, I decided to egg him on. I began teasing and berating him for several minutes about having lost this fake game we came up with. At this point, the several days of constant contact and all the little grievances that had come up boiled over in his mind and came out in one yell. Not one at me, but a violent screaming of, "I have a bomb."
Oh my god.
Turns out the lady of Frios in front of us was a sky marshal. My friend and I were desperately trying to calm the situation, but it only made things worse, and we were both detained and restrained. After we landed, a search of us and our luggage was performed, and the worst thing they found was some scantily clad anime figures and other questionable purchases. Thankfully, we were let go without any criminal charges. However, we were both placed upon the no-fly list. My friend is incredibly upset and has not talked to me in several weeks. I am under no impression that I am without fault here. However, my friend is claiming that I am solely responsible and is turning all our mutual friends against me for, quote, ruining his life, unquote. I know I am an idiot, but am I the asshole?
That was definitely a group effort. I mean, you have to, like, he was the one that yelled that, so...
But yeah, EHS.
Okay.
EHS.
Everyone here sucks.
I'm at the asshole for going home because my girlfriend wanted me to eat leftovers. We, 25M and 26F, have separate places, but she always wants me to come over and stay with her. I do most times, even though my place is actually closer to where my job is. When I was getting off work, she called me and asked me to come over. I asked her what she had cooked. She said she hadn't made anything and she was too tired to cook, but she had some leftovers. So I said, never mind, don't worry about it, I'm gonna just head home. And then she got mad and said, oh, will you only come over because I cook for you? You don't want to spend time with me? And I said, I do, but I'm hungry and my place is closer. I don't want to waste gas money driving all the way over here just to eat leftovers. Am I right? Am I going over to eat leftovers? I might as well just do it at my place. And I did, but she kept sending me screenshots of her group chat bashing me. Those are her friends, and I'm not taking them seriously, but I want to hear what you guys think objectively.
So what do we think is the fake one there?
I feel like it's the last one, solely because the first one and the second one both included shit that Vio struggled to pronounce.
Metagaming here, you said something about accidentally sending Vio a really long one and feel like that's the first one.
Oh my god, I just realized the ones that I sent VO are like so much longer than everyone else.
I hope his fake one's long then.
It is.
Yeah, you're cheating actually.
Ban kicks you from the video.
So
Okay.
our votes are on the last one then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with last, yeah.
Okay, Vio, would you like to reveal the
The
answer?
big reveal. Incorrect. What,
Oh, it was
I
the
want you guys
second,
to-
wasn't
It was the second. I wrote the
Yeah.
no-fly list one.
Okay,
That's
the
pretty good.
only way that you saved that was with your acting.
But yeah, Vio imposter.
Am I the asshole for making a dad joke? No, my stepdaughter, Madeline, was about a year old when I married her mother, Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Madeline is currently 15 and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad, I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt from that, but I understand that she didn't mean it, and that she'd probably change. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you're in my house, you have to follow my rules." That happened 2 days ago, so our family was going grocery shopping when Madeline said, "I'm hungry, I need food." I decided to be extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." My son stopped to laugh uncontrollably. My daughter was just quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me not to stoop down to her level. I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and my son agrees. So, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for going on a boating trip without my dad's knowledge just to prove a point?
Oh,
I,
father.
16M, have lived with my dad, 38M, for as long as I can remember. I have a disability that makes it so I have to use a wheelchair or cane sometimes, and it has caused my dad to be extremely overprotective of me. I can't do anything by myself without him constantly trying to butt in and correct me. It's been like this for years, and it doesn't help that he doesn't like my friends or food taste. It all came to a head 2 weeks ago when I went over to my best friend's house. He lives just down the street, and he blew up my phone freaking out. He screamed at me for being irresponsible and told me that I was grounded for not letting him know beforehand. When I got home, my cousin Jake, 18M, had texted me asking if I wanted to come along next week on a fishing trip. It wasn't very far away, but it was a pretty big lake and we'd be getting on a boat. I knew that if my dad knew about the boat part, he'd flip out, but this is where a little light bulb went off in my head. I texted Jake back that I'd love to go with him, but made a promise not to tell my dad about the boat. I went downstairs and apologized to my dad about not telling him where I was going earlier and asked if we could go with my uncle and Jake fishing at the lake. Dad was hesitant, but he agreed after a little convincing. The next week, we packed up our fishing gear and both my wheelchair and crutches, and off we went. We met up with Jake and my uncle and got everything unloaded. Time to put the plan into action. Jake and I went off to the docks, and after my dad was good distracted with my uncle, and we got into my uncle's boat into the water. We put on our life jackets and everything, all set up, and I was so excited. I got into the boat. Jake got in after me and started driving us into the water, but we barely got 6 feet past the shore before we heard my dad scream at us. After Jake managed to get us back to shore, my dad was pissed off and essentially dragged me back to the car. He gave me the silent treatment all the way home, and I tried to explain why I did what I did, but he just glared at me whenever I spoke, so I shut up. Now I'm getting calls from family members calling me an asshole for scaring my dad like that since he was only trying to keep me safe. Am I the asshole? 21F for embarrassing my little brother, 18M, with my Halloween costume. My brother, 18M, and I, 21F, go to the same university. I play soccer and my teammates nickname me Dump Truck Danny because I have gained a bit of weight on a specific area.
Real.
I thought the nickname was harmless and funny, and no one on campus really made it weird. For Halloween, I decided to play up the nickname, and I was Dump Truck for Halloween, and even put on a oversized load sign on my back. I told my brother what I was going to be, and he said he would never talk to me again if I went through with the costume because it would embarrass him. I didn't think he was serious, and I went through with it. Now he's actually not talking to me, and a lot of my family is saying I shouldn't have worn the costume. I'm honestly not sure if I should apologize or not. TLDR, I wore a costume that my brother said would embarrass him, and now he won't talk to me because I went through with it.
Lifeline
fucking
used her own
funny.
ones for this, so I actually don't know.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
I don't know.
I think the first one's fake.
I think you just came up with the phrase dump truck Danny and had to make a story around it. So I'm gonna say number 3.
But
I'm gonna go.
well,
I'm gonna go
so
with what Vio said.
Okay, so
Okay,
I
so-
said number 3. Salem, you said 1,
Okay.
right?
I think 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
it's 2 for
Alias, you
1 and
said
2 for
1, right?
No,
Or did you say 3?
3.
All of you are wrong. It's 2.
Oh,
God damn it!
The entire
Oh my
prompt for number 2, I will add, was that we wanted to find a way to rewrite the plot of Finding Nemo, but in a way that made it seem like a real thing.
Oh my
So
god.
I had to cut like the line of time to put the plan, touch the boat into action.
I am the one that found the dump truck Danny one, so I knew that one wasn't real, but the other two, I literally thought it was the first one. I also thought that Lifeline would make the joke, "Hi hungry, I'm not your dad."
Am I the asshole for stealing my brother's dog?
Oh god.
I, 23F,
Instant,
have a brother,
you made that up, you made
21M,
that up.
who mistreats his dog. She was a family dog, and my parents got her for him when he was around 10, but they moved further south recently and gave him the dog when they left. He doesn't feed her consistently or the right food for her breed and age group. She's 9 years old. And he just buys whatever is cheap online. He doesn't even let her sleep on the bed with him and doesn't give her as much attention as he should. I've asked him to treat her with more respect a dozen times and he always just shrugs it off. So he asked me to dog sit this past weekend. I agreed, and while I was there, she was being so sweet and was so glad to have someone pay her attention that I couldn't help myself. I took her home with me and sent him a text saying that I was going to take care of her because he didn't seem to appreciate the responsibility. He blew up on me and told me he was going to come and get her, and I told him that he has been ignoring me telling him to actually take care of her for months and she deserves better. Edit, he gave up because I was insisting and he didn't want to call the cops. I told him he can see her whenever he wants. He has a key to my apartment as long as he is nice to her. Also, for those asking, her name is Mary and she is doing better. Alright, keeping up with the theme,
Right.
am I the asshole for stealing all of the neighbors' birds?
Oh my god.
I moved into a neighborhood after living in an apartment for 8 years. Back when I lived with my parents, I loved having bird feeders. So when I got my house, I set up 12 bird feeders and planted wildflowers that attract hummingbirds and butterflies. There's a list of them, but I'm not reading all that. This, of course, slowly attracted birds to my yard. I wake up every morning to a lot of birdsong, and there are always birds flying about and chirping. I honestly expected my neighbors to complain about the noise, if anything. Instead, other people in my neighborhood have knocked on my door complaining about me being a cuss word. It says cuss word, and stealing the birds. I thought it was one crazy lady until a whole group of older women came and banged on my door complaining that I needed to take them down and stop stealing everyone's birds. Am I the asshole? Alright, and then lastly, completely deviating from the theme, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend how I feel about Marvel's Hulk? My boyfriend and I were watching Thor Ragnarok, and the part where you see Hulk's butt came on. My boyfriend was like, ew, why would they show that? No one wants to see Hulk's butt. I'm actually a bit weird, I guess, and I'm very attached to the Hulk, as I have a thing for extremely muscular and inhumanely big guys. So I said, excuse me, but I am very appreciative of them putting in some Hulk ass. I think the Hulk is insanely attractive. Boyfriend got pissed off hearing this and turned off the movie and put something else on. I asked him why he was being so rude. A weirdo for liking the Hulk and for telling him that when he didn't want to hear it. I got mad at him for calling me that and we argued back and forth. Was I being an asshole or was my boyfriend the asshole?
The boyfriend's the asshole.
I want to say that you made up the last one just because, like, I feel like it's a confessional.
I'm also leaning towards the last one.
I feel
like you're confessing right now, Vio.
I mean,
I feel like it's so absurd that it has to be real. So I'm saying the first one.
Theo and Alias are saying 3, Lifeline saying 1.
No, okay. I'm actually gonna say 2. I think you just wrote a post about birds, and I think you are very happy with yourself about the birds, even if it's not the birds one. I still love the birds one. So,
would you like to say what the answer is?
It was number 1. It was the dog neglect.
I had an unfair advantage here. I've seen the Hulk one before.
Oh my god. I was gonna give you a point, but I feel like that's
This is what I was worried about.
I'll give you half a point. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Am I the asshole for wanting to eat dinner as a family? As we're cooking dinner, or hold on, sorry, I'm tripping up on my words. I'm just gonna start from the top. Am I the asshole for wanting to eat dinner as a family?
Cut that.
I will. I'll cut it.
Okay, I'm starting from the top again. Thanks.
Go ahead.
Exil, cut that too.
I'll cut that.
In fact, cut the whole video. Scrap the
Cut
idea.
everything.
Cut.
Am I the
Okay.
Quick, boot up Minecraft. It's a Minecraft video now.
Good video.
Let's play.
Am I the asshole for wanting to eat dinner as a family? My husband, 51M, always comes to the kitchen and makes a sandwich or warms up whatever is left over in the fridge as we're cooking dinner, or eats just before leaving work, knowing it'll be dinner time when he gets home. I, 52F, get upset because half an hour later, when dinner is ready, he isn't hungry. When I say something to him about it, he always rudely says, "That's the way life goes." This has been happening for a few years now.
Oh, that's
Is
it?
that it?
Yes. I said they're all very short.
Just stop feeding him.
I, 44M, challenged my niece, 15F, and her friends to a rap battle in front of a lot of family friends. I won by a landslide, and now she and her friends are upset with me. Some of them are even considering leaving the music scene in our town. Am I the asshole? Edit. Here's the song since people were curious. Edit 2. The song isn't stupid. Shut up.
I want to believe that's real.
I
want it to be real.
I'll send the song after.
If it exists.
It does exist. It does exist. Am I the asshole for telling my husband because he said my niece was not that cute? I, 33F, showed my husband, 33M, a picture of my niece who just turned 3 years old. My sister lives in another country, so I don't get to see my niece that much. So every time my sister updates us with a photo of her, I get really excited. So naturally, I show it to my husband and say, "Isn't she the cutest?" And he's just quiet. So I repeat, "She's so cute, right?" To which he says, she's okay. And I ask him to explain what he means, she's okay.
Damn.
He said she's not that cute, just average. Am I the asshole for not liking what he said? P.S. We don't have children yet.
Like, why, even if you think that, why not just be like, yeah? Just say yes. Like, why?
With the other ones, I'm like, I don't know which one of these is fake. They all sound real. None of yours sound real.
I want to say it's the
Would.
second one solely because I want it to be that you wrote a song, so I'm genuinely going for it.
I did
What was the
not
first one again?
speedrun writing a song for something like this. Half
I'm
an
gonna go
hour
with the
before
first
doing it.
one because it's the most mundane. I feel like you wrote
And-
something that sounded really normal and then got yours and we're like, oh no.
I'm gonna say number 3 just because, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so who said 3? Was it Lifeline or Salem who said 1?
I said 1, Lifeline said 2.
Alright. It was 2. I did not write the song. This was based off of an event story from a game I play. It was not technically a rap battle, it was a singing battle, but rap battle was shorter and sounded funnier.
There's no song.
Here we go.
I just wanted it to be real.
Oh my god, there is a song.
It does exist.
What?
This is where you are, Caucasian, the destination poet.
Oh my god.
I literally
What was-
as
wait,
soon
was
as
that
I
not a song? I've never
It's-
heard of that.
it's from this fucking game. It was memed on so much.
I guess that means that the winner is Lifeline.
I am the
Then
biggest
I think the
asshole
number
I've
we
been
got
fired.
wrong was like significantly higher than what it like should have been by
Yeah.
just guessing. It would have been played.
Hey yeah. This is where you are, Caucasian destination bar. I can't fucking keep
I've
Bruh.
straight
never heard that in my life.